the Anytone AT-D878UV dual band DMR HT with APRS starts now. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome to Ham Radio 2.0. If this is your first time to join us here, click on the subscribe button below so that you can keep up with all the videos that we do here on this show. Everything that is new in amateur radio. I say that, and let me move my Santa hat over. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. Right there. How's that? No, it sticks out like that then. I'll put it on that side. How's that? Is that better? Okay. This is the same hat I've worn the last couple of years. I say that about amateur radio, and I've had some comments on that lately saying, well, why don't you do this radio? Why don't you do this radio? I've kind of pigeonholed myself into a DMR review show. That is not what I want to be about. I love DMR. I love using it. It's my favorite digital mode, even with my Fusion radio sitting here in the middle. But it's not the only mode that I use. It's not what I want. I don't want to be a DMR channel. I want to be a ham radio channel. So stay tuned in 2019 for a lot more broader topics than just DMR radios. So today we are looking at the Anytone D878, and I'll get some close-ups of the menu here in a second because it's the main thing I want to go through here is the menu. And let me tell you something. I freaking, it took me a second to figure out, when I took this thing out of the box, okay, so here's the box. This is the DX Mini box. Here's the box of the Anytone. It looks just like the D868, okay? A lot of you complain, some of you complain. Some of you send me emails and thank me for the unboxings, and other ones of you send me emails and tell me that the actual physical unboxing of the radio on the video is a waste of time. Well, guess what? You can't please everyone. Some people like it, some people don't. So if you do or don't, that's your call. But if you want to see an unboxing, go back and watch my D868 video. The box is exactly the same. It looks the same. It comes with the same stuff, a desk charger, an antenna, a belt clip, programming cable. Programming cable is your standard two-prong Kenwood connector on the side. It doesn't look like there's a prolific or any other type of chip in that cable, so perhaps you could use a standard Wax-On or Baofeng cable to program this radio. I don't know. I haven't tried. Don't quote me on that. So, the most frustrating thing in the world is that this sucker came out of the box with a locked screen. So, I used the manual and I looked up how to unlock the screen. And according to the manual, it says to press function and the star key down here. Well, guess what? There is no freaking function key on this radio. What? What the heck, man? Seriously, there's no function key on this radio. If you go into the menu, it says menu, zone, and list across the bottom. It has a P1 and P2 button. It has two buttons on the side that are programmable, your PTT, and it's got an emergency call button on the top with an alarm on it. There's no function button on this thing. So I did a little bit of quick online research, and turns out if you go over here, what you have to do, you have to program the radio into the computer to use it, to get it unlocked the first time. Quite ridiculous, honestly. This is a poor design. It's a poor design that they force you to plug in the radio to a computer to unlock the keypad when you first take it out of the box. Kind of stupid. So I'm in constant contact with Anytone, and they asked me to review this radio, and they asked me to provide them with feedback. So one of my first things I'm going to say is, guess what? You need to make it where it doesn't come out with a locked keypad, and you need to change your manual to where you can unlock it from the keypad instead of having to use the computer, because there's no function button on this. So I've actually already sent that to them, but by the time you watch this video, you know. Okay, so what you do is you bring it in here. Let's move that. Let's put this in here. And I've already done this, but I'm going to do it again for the camera. We're going to plug this in. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and you're going to want to go to Tool. No. Set. I'm on Set and COM port. Mine only comes up with COM 4. It has no other options. It set that by itself. I didn't choose that, so it's a pretty smart program. And then you're going to want to read from the radio, and since there's nothing in it, no. Again, I've already done this one time. I just wanted to see if it worked. Yes. Just other data is fine. You don't need to do the digital contact list. Okay. And so I know this works. I just want to do it on camera. So it comes in, and this is everything that's in here. Read data completed. You come into, let's see, set, tool, and actually, if you just click on this, you can go. No, it's not there. Just click on this, not the basic information. Click on this optional settings, which is where I already was. There we go. And it brings up this window, and you go to key function, okay? And this forced key lock is on by default, and this keyboard lock is on by default. So you have to hit the drop-down menu, change that to off, hit OK, and write your data back to radio. Again, I've already done it. It works. Now I can actually go into the menu like that. I couldn't even do that before because it would tell me every time I hit a key, it told me that the keypad was locked. So, serious law. And I don't like the fact that it's radio set, backlight, no. Light time, 5 seconds. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Wow. Light time, 5 minutes. Always. There it is. Now, if I put always on it, I'm going to go ahead and put always on it for the sake of this video because it was on 5 seconds and the screen kept going blank. But if you put 5 seconds, or I'm sorry, if you put always on it, it's going to drain your battery faster. Also, something else I should note. This came with, now I don't know if Anytone just provided this to me to be nice, or if it actually comes with it this way. But this came with a 3100 milliamp hour battery. It's a lot thicker than the battery on my D878. So look, contact your your U.S. vendor, or the vendor in the country that you reside in. I do have some viewers from Canada. I have some viewers from overseas. A lot of you guys commented on my live stream that I did a couple weeks ago. I really appreciate everyone outside of the USA who watches this show. But contact the vendor or the reseller or the seller in the country you live and find out what size battery it comes with. Because also the belt clip screws, which I haven't put on yet, but the belt clip screws are actually on the back of the battery, and I think that's kind of a lame design. So that means if you want multiple batteries, you have to get a belt clip for every one, or keep unscrewing and screwing your belt clip in. So I think that's kind of a lame design. But be that as it may, we're going to go here, device info. Firmware version is 1.07. I'm going to go to Bridgecom Systems website because I know for a fact they sell this radio. And I'm going to see what the latest firmware version they have is. Because they're coming out with new firmware all the time. Even though I haven't had this radio very long, they're coming out with new firmware all the time. Let's see. Products and shop. Support. Yeah, let's go here. 878UV support page. Firmware is 1.09. Came out December 3rd, which was about 2 weeks ago at the time of this recording. So I'm going to download firmware. I'm going to go, and the cool thing about doing firmware on these radios is you can do, I'm pretty sure you can do, set initialization program. Nope. Yep, right here. So tool, firmware update. I really like these radios where it'll do the firmware update through the CPS, and you don't have to do like a separate download of another piece of software, etc., etc. I really like that. So we're going to plug this back in here. Just like that. And I'm going to go over go over here and unzip this thing. In the CPS tool, choose Firmware Upgrade or use the firmware. Okay, so there's also a firmware update tool, but it's talking about hold press. Okay, so you do have to hold pressing the PGT and alarm key and same with power radio. So the alarm key is this blue one on the top. This is blue knob, a blue button on the 878, where it was, I think, orange on the 868, the previous model. Okay, so you hold both of those down. Power the radio on. Power the radio off first. Hold the PTT button and this blue button on top. Hold both those down. Power the radio back on. You get this flashing red LED on the top. Plug it into the computer, obviously, with the supplied cable. I'm going to go to Program. No, I'm going to go to Tool, and I'm going to go to Firmware Upgrade. And it's just simply not doing anything. There's nothing over here. Alright, so that is not working. This is a brand new version of the CPS I just got from Anytone about 3 days ago. Middle of last week, something like that. So, okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, so let's go back to, and you know what? Real world. This is how it works. And that, it should work. I used the old 860, the previous model, the 868. So, open update file, which I already downloaded, to right here, and the only one it says is this .spi file. So I'm going to put that there. Firmware succeeded. I want to make sure that this one, no, not that one, this one, yeah, okay, choose a 878UV.spi file. So the SPI file extension is what we're looking for. I just wanted to make sure. COM4, I know that's where we're at. COM speed is fine. Right radio to continue. And now progress is completing. So this should work through the CPS, and it doesn't. Don't know why. Pretty sure that version of CPS I've got is the newest one. Let's see what. Yeah, 107. Yeah, I've got CPS version 1.07 installed here, and according to Bridgecom's website, that's the newest one. I got my CPS directly from Anytone, so I didn't download it from Bridgecom or from anybody else. But I didn't get the firmware from Anytone, so I went to Bridgecom and got the firmware. Bridgecom's been running a lot of specials on this radio in the last, well, basically since Black Friday. Free extra battery, programming cable, extra Nagoya antenna, something like that. Couple of different things here. Okay, we got write complete right there. So, okay. And the radio rebooted itself. Now it's back to the main screen. I'm going to go to Menu, Settings, Device Info, version 1.09. So, easy. So there's two ways to do that. You should be able to do it through the CPS, or you can do it through that other tool. I'm going to show you guys what the menu looks like. So this is the menu. You can see that the background's a little bit different. We can go here. Key lock. Manual. Let's not mess with that. Background. Subchannel hide off. There's 48 menus in here. The 868 has a way to go in here and set it to where only display one channel, display two channels, whatnot. You can do a customer pick for the startup. That's cool. This is your light time. That's where I set it to always. It was on 5 seconds. Turn off that beep if you want to. Channel set. Own ID. I haven't set that yet, obviously. Let's go here. This one's got 24. It's got 2-tone and 5-tone for analog operation. Okay, so I can't set that from the menu. I have to set that from the CPS. There's no edit button down there. What I really want to see is this GPS. GPS off. No GPS position. Maybe it hadn't come in yet. So what I really need to do is there's not really... This one's supposed to have APRS built into it. What I really need to do is come back... There we go. Oh, I had to turn it on, maybe. APRS. So here we go. Analog APRS. PTT upload, transmit, start. PTT upload, so at the start of my transmission when I hit the PTT. Upload power, upload frequency. 144.590, isn't it? Transmit frequency error. There we go. You have to put 5 digits after the decimal point. Right there. I'm going to look that up real quick because I don't remember. I think APRS is 144. I think that's the right frequency. APRS 144.39. I put 39 or I put 59. Okay. Menu, APRS, analog APRS. Nope. 14439. 390. Okay, so once again, you have to put, there it goes, focus. Text, delete. Text, APRSCN. Dump. Nope. Nope. Okay, well. Oh, there it is. Okay, so delete. Okay, so K. No. Then I hit the pound button. Changes it to numbers. Pound button again, lowercase, uppercase. Confirm. There we go. Analog APRS. You can set digital APRS, APRS intervals off. 20 seconds. Let's go to 300 seconds, which is like every 5 minutes. 6 times 5 is 30. Yeah, that's right. Every 5 minutes, select. Of course, you can set that to whatever you want to, I guess. Upload beacon. Fixed beacon selected. Was already selected on that, so to look up the difference. Analog, set A APRS, set D APRS. So I just turned it on. Analog and digital. It'll do your APRS over DMR if you're connected to a repeater and or a hotspot that allows that type of transmission. So info, digital APRS info empty, that's fine. Intervals 300. Upload beacon is fixed beacon. Again, that was where it was already set. And analog, and that is it. And it's got a small icon there in the top of the screen, right there, which wasn't there before, and I assume that's probably APRS icon right there. Really neat looking screen too. I'm digging the black background and the white text. That is a very rough starting point for the Anytone D878. I'm going to do some, yeah, that's a GPS symbol up top. GPS is on, off, yeah, okay. So you turn the GPS on and your APRS menu shows up down there. This is the first ever radio to come out of China with actual APRS settings in it. So, as I mentioned earlier, oh, okay, now my icon is red on the screen right there. So it took it a second to kind of find the signal, and now it's there. So as I mentioned in a video earlier this year, a couple months ago, I'm probably going to start doing follow-up videos, like I'll introduce a radio here and then wait a couple, and then use that radio in real-world situations. Somebody on DMR there. And then do a follow-up video later on. So this, I think this is going to be my new go-to. I like the heck out of the Anytone 868, and I think that I will like this one too. Just got to play with it. So just got this radio in. Looking forward to trying it. Be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. I appreciate you guys watching us today. For any more information about DMR in general, you can check my DMR videos there. And for any more information about this show and what's coming up next, you can look at some more videos down there. 73 guys, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.